Eat.
All right, tell me a little bit about yourself.
All right, I'm from Marietta, California, in Southern California. I grew up playing sports all my life. My dad played pro baseball for the Mets and the Braves, so baseball has always been a big part of my life. And then after I kind of got died out playing baseball, playing travel ball all year round, so I just focused on football. And then I got a scholarship at Weber State, so then I played at Weber for like 5 years.
Touchdown, Daryl Denby, his second.
So it was a good experience overall. Met a lot of good people and stuff, great networking. And then I met my business partner.
All right, well, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Grew up in Roy, Utah. I'm a Roy boy, and moved to Syracuse. I was a 2-time state wrestling champ at Syracuse High School. I started a family real quick after that, unexpectedly, but biggest blessing of my life. And I started to get heavy into business, heavy into self-education. I was fortunate enough to learn a lot through some multimillionaires who made their big bucks through network marketing. That turned me on to the next chapter where I was able to work and learn for a little while under Jordan Belfort. And then after that, I felt I had learned enough to really dive out and go on my own and make some magic happen. I was fortunate enough for Denby over there to meet him through just weird circumstances, honestly. My dad had been working at a gas company for a long time. Denby had a gas leak. He came from Temecula, California, and my dad just mentioned something about me. And next thing you know, I get this call from a random guy. He says, "Hey, I don't know you, but I want to meet you." So we start talking, we start chopping it up, and it's those little chance circumstances to where if you really fall in and decide to run with them, they'll change your entire life. We started collaborating, we started getting the mental right, started throwing ideas on the table.
Started it up, we got all of our fruits to try out some recipes on our wheatgrass, and we're getting started. Okay, so let's get some liquid in there.
All right, here we go.
Oh, wow. Incredible.
Well, as far as the vision goes, I mean, it started from, again, like we talked about, an idea. The important part was we started coming together and starting brainstorming. I was introduced to juicing when I was living in LA, and I was working for Jordan Belfort temporarily, and it was beautiful because I started stopping by some mom and pop shops, tasting, I started juice cleansing, seeing the benefits in my life, and I really just believed that we could come back and do something different, a little bit more unique, and a little bit more intense for our customer to make sure that they are not only educated, but really are provided with the next level customer service.
We just want to help as many people as possible. I feel like we all have purposes on this world, so I feel like we all each have purpose to serve, and I feel like it's just what our calling is to help so many people, and like I said, not just in the health realm, but everywhere, like throughout mankind, basically. I would say, like, just make the society better. And there's so much hate in this world, so we can always be a positive influence to that. So any way we can help, we're all for it.
And it went from let's get our friends and family healthier to you're really making an impact on people. When you see people getting healthier, improving, getting out of struggles that they've been having, it becomes so much bigger than just a juicery, like you said.
I'm at Man Cave Barbershop. We next door neighbors right here in Layton. Come get a haircut from Man Cave Barbershop too if you guys ever around here. I do Marcus nice with it. My parents starting the whole juicery. It was hard, especially me playing football, sports all my life. All they knew was me playing sports. Like I'm going to watch Lil D play. That was obviously joy to them seeing me play, and they were always proud of me and stuff, and all the stuff I went through growing up. But it was a little rough just telling them I'm starting a business and stuff. It was a different direction. But now they see how many people we've been helping and healing naturally. They're so proud. They're more proud than me playing sports because they know how many people I'm impacting in the world. So I just had to show them. I just had to show them what I was going to do and not talk about it. So then they were able to see all the stuff I've been doing. So it's been good.
Thinking back, it was really rough. You know, whenever somebody comes up with a good idea, I think a lot of people take that as negative, or they take it as a, you know, how can you do that, or you can't do that, or something to that effect. And so looking back again, just thinking about how are we going to come up with the finances to finance this. I mean, because there's a huge startup fee, and you know, trying to save up for retirement for all these years and getting this close to retirement, then making a choice to have to finance this or wanting to finance this, not knowing if it's going to work or not. That was probably one of the biggest or toughest decisions I've had to make. But with Teague and who he is and the things that we've seen him, his attitude, his growing, his knowledge-wise from reading books and things like that, it was something that we had to do.
Yeah, it wasn't even really so much a decision of were we going to support him, it was how. And it's just neat to see, you know, starting here, a little kid, always knew what he wanted to do, and then in high school, he had no desire to go to college whatsoever, but at the same time, we knew that he would be successful in whatever it is that he did. So we've always supported him in that aspect. I mean, we probably pushed a little bit, probably myself even more than Chad. Well, you should probably just at least go get your general, and that, you know, and that's like, no, that's not what he wants to do. And then we know wherever he does go or whatever he does do, he will be successful. And his mindset is to help other people. If this was an avenue that we could be supportive in him, there's just no way we couldn't support it 100%. So we're really excited about it. Can't wait to see where God is going to take this whole thing in the future. But we know it's going to be to bless other people.
Got some of this electrical in.
The construction process was absolutely nuts. So we get into an empty building. We found out after we had the inspectors come look at it, the architects. There's so many things you don't think about when you're going into a construction process. You want it to look a certain specific way, and then you have to adapt according to the laws, the regulations, and etc. So we came in here and we had to improvise, adapt, and overcome. It was absolutely nuts. It took a few months, you know, and everybody's in here cranking day and night, day and night. Our neighbors, I mean, we're in here jackhammering, blah, 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 blah. Our neighbors like, what the hell is going on? Hey, we're chasing the dream, guys. We got to make this thing happen. We're going to be opening soon. Gave them a couple juices, made sure everything was good, kept their relationships good. But man, everybody's in here working to make sure when you guys come and visit us, you guys really get the feeling that we want you to feel and understand that you guys come first as the customers. Dominator, he was tearing it up. He's guiding us. And we had to all learn from each other, all work as a team. As soon as the architectural plans get laid out in front of you, the blueprints, everything just starts getting clearer. And once it gets clearer, it's more actionable, it's more tangible, it's like it's here. It all started with an idea, and now we're starting to move, and the action starts taking place, and then the results happen.
Yeah, and that's why I always tell people, like, everything starts with an idea. Literally, like, this McDonald's is an idea, a car was an idea, like, iPhone was an idea. Like, all these things started with an idea. So, I mean, don't ever shy away from your ideas and just go for it and do what you want to do.
Stuck to my shoe like bubble gum.
Right now we're going to Weber State Athletics, trying to get our juice in for the athletes as far as recovery and replenish them after workout. So should be good. I'm excited right now.
I just want to let you know, I mean, we're starting to plant the seeds to begin to give athletes the next edge in their game. We're here over at Weber State University in Ogden, Utah, working to see if we can't assist the athletes to get over that little next level. They've had 2 successful years this past 2 years. Denby's been a huge part of that program and developing it, but we want to see if we can't take them to that next level with that maximized nutrients from Greener Grass Juicery.
Two.
Yes, sir.
He's not letting me.
Get the arrow now.
Yeah, you might have. I'm not tech savvy.
Hey, no worries, boss. Teamwork makes the dream work.
To replenish them, juice converts into nitric oxide, which increases like blood flow through the body and through the muscles, so allows them to recover faster and be able to get more oxygen through their muscles when they work out.
The main reason why we're here is to make sure you guys are getting the best possible edge you can get. Some of the athletes, like he just put up here, that are already juicing, Tom Brady, LeBron James. Obviously, you guys are investing your time into going to other states, recruiting all these athletes, trying to get the best of the best. And if we can help you guys get an edge to not only get them the better health, nutrition, but better recovery, better speed time, better mental focus. I mean, ultimately, I know you're working towards a national championship, and you've been right there, consistently right there. So it's just what's going to put you guys over that next edge, and we believe that Juice is really going to be able to do something like that when you guys begin to implement it into the program.
So then what we offer, so basically I made a juice that's specifically tailored for athletes.
Debbie took a lot of time really formulating these recipes to be able to make sure it's more cost efficient depending on what the education budget or the athletic budget is looking like and what you guys would be looking to invest. But he's done a lot of studies, and we'll be able to send you a decent amount of links on these studies after everything's said and done as well.
So this is our Dre Beats Plus, if you want to try to sip too as well.
Yeah.
Cucumbers are great for hydration because it's made up of 96% anaerobic capacity with the beets. So
The
it
biggest
doesn't.
difference is what you're about to drink is our cold pressed juices for our clients, whether it be just the regular Joe coming in and trying to get healthier, and the plus line is added with the more water, straight distilled from our own distiller, as well as your.
And those are good.
And then,
So what are we looking at price-wise? That do you have that on here? Because that's what so much of this will come down to. But when you start investing in all these, then how much can you put into your protein and some of the other stuff that you're doing? And it might even be at what time of year are we doing some of this stuff? You know, do we provide some of these things on game day, or you know what I mean? Like, where are we providing certain things? Yeah, so what's gonna help me the most is what can you guys feel you can do with like a cold pressed juice like this per bottle, and what can you do with this streamlined stuff per bottle?
And that would be another question I'd ask you is, are we looking per bottle or are we looking per gallons? Because that would change the cost as well.
Okay, I don't know. That's the ease and simplicity of giving them a bottle just to go at the end is easier.
Mhm.
It's gonna help me to tell them, okay, here's what they sell it to the general public for, here's what we're looking at.
perfect. And we have.
Those things help me drastically on what we're approaching. When you start dealing with strength coaches and you start dealing with nutritionists, they're gonna know all the benefits of these things. Myself, where we study the stuff a lot, we get the different things. I think it's mostly come down to this drink is best for this. We use this one for recovery. This one's better because it gives you some sleep, and maybe just streamline 2 or 3 of the products you like the most for athletes.
Okay, absolutely.
I don't know if it's as good as my Mountain Dew, but for you, but
Yeah, how you love your Mountain Dew.
Didi.
All right, Coach. Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much, Coach. I
Yep.
appreciate you.
Yep, no problem.
All right, it went great. I mean, it was a great learning experience just to see how we can dial in and make our meeting a little bit more efficient. But overall, I think it was great. Great starting point as far as getting the athletes the juice they need to recover. So I'm excited.
Hey, things went fantastic. Planted the seed. We're excited to see where things are going to potentially go, and excited to get these athletes again the maximum nutrients to get that edge. So this can be the biggest year for them yet.
Blessed to have the opportunity. Blessed to have you guys following along with us. And again, we're greener grass. Yeah, honestly, Weber State, it was incredible. What a learning experience, because 9 times out of 10, with the fumbles that we had in the meeting, any business person would have said, you know, that's it. I ain't interested in your product. I ain't interested in what you got to have. But something that Demby does, and he does very well, is he makes moves, and he makes them without being scared of looking stupid. And man, it's like I couldn't be more blessed to have him on my team, because we went in there, we had some technology issues. We were asked a couple questions with pricing. We had our pricing set up beforehand and our technology wasn't working, so we had to get back to him. And anybody in sales knows if you don't have the sale right then, it's probably not going to be able to happen if you keep on fumbling. And we kept on fumbling, you know, but Demby had already created a great relationship to where they knew the value of the product we had. And even though we weren't 100% on the ball, we got so much learning experience out of it for the next reps. And that's something like we had to figure out is you got to be able to burn a couple. You got to be able to not worry about what happens.
So right now we're just looking over our PowerPoint, just trying to figure out, fine tune everything we need to shoot it out to Coach Hill, just to make sure we have everything I's dotted and T's crossed as well. So
but
just
simple.
Yeah, just trying to simplify it as well, to make it as simple as possible, to show that we have our credibility and just know that we know our product and we know what our product can do and bring to the athletes, and how it can help their program tremendously, because Coach Hill is big off getting the next edge of their opponent, and he's big into nutrition and what you put in your body, refueling, so he knows this is a huge part into the athletics of their success. So yeah, bro, like I said, we're real excited just to see us have the storefront, just from it being the idea and all of us working at one common goal just to get this attained. And then like now we're finally here, so it's like so much appreciation and love for all the team that we have and stuff.
Honestly, I'm just blessed. You know, we're excited, we're helping people. It's finally here. You know, it's to a point where it started just up here and now it's a tangible thing. We have this wall over here that I don't know if you guys can see yet. We'll show some clippets where everybody expresses something positive, something grateful. We're learning how to communicate with our team. I mean, we've never been closer as a unit because we all have different strengths and different weaknesses. And instead of focusing on each other's weaknesses, we're finally focusing on each other's strengths and how to really do this as a team, as a unit. But that said, guys, we're here. We're coming.
I just want you guys to know that we're coming.
And we're excited for you guys to see it.
And I'm excited for the future.
Greener Grass Juicery. Here we go.